Hey, what's up? There's common theme in society. The sun is bright, the sky is blue, water is wet, and black women are bitter. All these things, they connect with each other. I decided to do a list of five things or five reasons from what I've seen or what I've seen with my experience on interacting with them, having them as family members, the whole enchilada. I start with reason number five. Black women are bitter because they feel they don't fit the commercial standards of beauty. What that means is no matter what they can say hashtag Black Girls Rock, hashtag Black Queens. They can hashtag they whatever they do. When you look around, you look at billboards, you look at commercials, L'Oreal, Protein, Pan V, all these beauty products. If you notice one thing, there are no black women on those commercials. As of late, yeah, you will see a few, but that's because of some SJW social justice push type thing. But for the most part, companies do not use black women to market their products unless they're using it to directly market to them. And even then, in the case of shea butter, they've been using more Hispanic women and kind of pretty much cycling black women out as far as the commercials. So with that, they get up every day, they look at TV, they look on the internet, they look out in society on what especially who do men always look at, what do men think is beauty, commercials, and that stuff has really socialized in their head that what they see on marketing and TV does not match what they see in the mirror. And for that, that does create bitterness. Number four, no fathers or authoritative male figures in their life, which should come with both should come with the father. With that, because over 80% of blacks are raised by single mothers, by women, they have it's no male figures in the home, it's especially authoritative one. And I used to think when I was younger, I used to say, um, the daughters need the mothers and the sons need the dads. And I thought just because of the gender the gender things that's just how it was. And as I got older, I realized the daughters need the fathers, if not the same, but more than the boys. Reason being, because unfortunately by nature, girls, women are treated and judged off of how they conceive themselves on appearance of themselves. If just imagine these, black girls coming up in the household, those who are familiar with the way the mothers are, and the mothers by no way do anything to lift their self-esteem. If anything, they break it down. What the father's role in that household was to, keep her self-esteem high, let her see how it is to interact with the authoritative male figure, and that would have helped her through her dating life. But because that was absent and voided in her life, it creates a bitterness. She's never felt like she was loved, never felt like she was good enough, never felt like she was protected. And unfortunately, she had to go out in the world and learn the hard way. And most of it came with a bunch of bad choices, hence the reason why we are to where we at right now. Number three, thinking masculine traits are attractive. They think the louder they yell, the longer they fuss, the angrier they look, the more militant they walk, that creates some type of power. They think if they can emulate masculine traits, be bitchy, mean, all of these things, that will equal, the stigma they have as this strong black woman, and which is so far from the truth. For a woman, her strength is in her femininity, not in her masculinity. But they were ambushed and socialized. I don't know where this come from, but I know this. You can look back in history before the feminist movement, and you did not see black women act this way. They didn't walk around angry, talking loud, and hostile to people. I mean, just go to your local fast food restaurant, go to your local strip mall, and if there's a black woman working there, chances are flip a coin if you're going to get decent service or you're going to get treated like crap. So, but they don't see anything wrong with that. They think that that is being strong. So they create strong with bitch. To them, it's just the same thing. And I think that because society tends to shun them and turn their backs on them, it creates a bitterness with them where they feel like they're not really accepted the same as other races of women. And it's because of the lack of femininity, but you can't tell them that. Number two, black women are super glued to feminism. Black women are super glued to feminism. What feminism, the cancer that feminism is feminism brainwashes women out of their biological imperative and put them into a role that is better for the movement. And white women, white guys, if you're listening, you better get in front of this because I see your women are going down this same path. The feminist movement is growing, and I am seeing it. It is getting bigger and bigger. But black women generationally are super glued to that movement, and we're decades in where it's just a part of their identity. It's a part of their culture, and them ever being a submissive partner to any man is out of the freaking question. Why? Because for them to do that, they would have to let feminism go and embrace traditionalism. Now, good luck trying to convince a black woman to embrace traditionalism. It's not going to work. They're super glued generationally to that movement. Um, I think unless something tragic happens, or like just the government just say fuck it, we don't want to be into the welfare business anymore, something to that'll be the only thing that will get them off out of the feminist movement. But until then, they're super glued there. There's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing you could do to convince them. They will even take up for, you have a working class black woman that will still take up for Bamquita in the projects. Why? Because she knows whether she was there or at any given moment she will be back there. And they just never let that movement go. They're going to be super glued to feminism, and I believe that's just what it's going to be. Number one is self-hate. The number one reason I think black women are bitter is because they hate themselves. Don't listen to all of these, oh, black women are beautiful, this, and don't pay that no attention. What they're trying to do is mirror off their insecurities to the world to make it seem like that's not what their case is. They hate themselves. How do we know this? Imagine waking up in the morning, going to a mirror, and while you're in that mirror, all you're trying to do is figure out a way to restructure the way you look. You look, just really imagine that. You look in the mirror and you say to yourself, I need to deconstruct everything that I'm seeing here, from my hair to my eyelashes to my eyes to my lips to my skin, everything. That is from self-hate. You look in the mirror and you hate what you see. Now, imagine that feeling manifesting in you for years, days, and you walk out in public and maybe someone just says, "Hey, good morning. How are you doing?" Imagine how your reaction would be towards that person, knowing that you just left the house from the mirror, trying your best to deconstruct the way that you look, and then someone comes and say, "Hey, good morning," or "a beautiful day." This is the attitude you're going to get from them. I mean, look, they were their hair is black. They want red, purple, cotton white weave, different colors. Hell, sometimes I see them wearing contacts, trying to, pretend like they have green or hazel brown eyes. The self hate is the number one reason that I've seen. Every time I see them complain or I see the way they act, some reason, the core of where all of these behaviors come from is the point that they hate themselves. Think about the abortion rates. They lead the nation in abortion while only being 4 or 5% of the population, right? So you would say, okay, well, what does that have to do, their self hate have to do with abortion? When you hate yourself, you have no interest of reproducing you. You have no, there's no, joy in reproducing or a Xerox copy of a DNA that you look at yourself in the mirror and you hate. The first thing that happens with them, and especially by them messing with a lot of these dusty guys, once they get pregnant, man, the minute that they know, they're looking to get this shit up out of them. That's the attitude that they have. Because not only do they hate themselves, not only do they become angry because they're forced to sleep with some dusty guys that, these women know. It's no way in hell they're gonna have offspring by them. Now, yes, some people are gonna say, "Y'all, man, it's project chicks and kids everywhere," but the numbers are showing different. They are killing hundreds and thousands of their fetuses per year, while only being 5 or 6% of the population, and all of that connects to the point that they hate themselves. I just wanted to make that list and get it off my chest a little, and you guys let those who listen, let me know what you're seeing. Like, what examples would you give on the reason why the majority of black women are so bitter most of the time? Like the video, comment, and share. Take care.